Hello, good morning. Gary Champion, Psychic Medium once again. I have problems with my shirts, don't I? Think I'm going to edit that out? No. Uh, I was talking to someone on the phone about our current president, and I heard, and someone the other day complained, why do I leave these big gaps in my um, videos? I want to talk about that for a second. Um, those gaps are because I'm hearing things. I can't function as a human being uh, in two different places. So I shut this Gary off when I'm hearing things because I can only do one thing at a time. I'm not. I had a phone like that once. You could process something on your phone, look at emails while you were talking to someone, or you and but it wouldn't do that. You could either talk to them or you could check email. This phone you can do both. Well, I don't have that. I can I can either be hearing things or I can be doing this video. So that's one of the large gaps. It's not anything I can do about it. It's always been there. Even if I'm giving a class and I'm talking in front of people, I just space out when I'm hearing something. So that happened in the middle of the conversation. And often I don't remember what the conversation was at all because I'm not there. I may be saying, yeah, yeah, but I'm over here. And that's how information comes from me and then I give it to you. Interesting, isn't it? Little sidebar there. So I'm talking to someone about the president, and you may not have wanted to know that. I just had to throw that out because someone did ask about it. Well, no, they chided me. Got to take all those gaps out of your videos. And if you don't know what it means, that makes sense. I do have these gaps, but I'm listening, talking. Anywhere I heard collateral damage, and I thought, okay, well, and then there's going to be um, Donald Trump doesn't want to leave the White House. He wants to hang in there as long as he can. And by doing so, there'll be collateral damage. Those senators and people in his party that support this ain't going to be around too long because people are getting tired of this. Time to move on. Even if the Republicans really hate Biden, you got to get on down the road. So there'll be a lot of collateral damage to those who support him, and a lot of them don't. They're bailing. It's like I said a few months ago. They're abandoning ship, and they're not rats for leaving a ship. They're just when a ship's sinking, you get off of it. So I'm not calling anybody names. They're not rats. They're just smart people. Ooh, the show's over, folks. The show's over. And as I used to say, at the end of a dance at 1 o'clock or midnight or whatever, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So collateral damage. And then someone said something that I don't like, but I heard scorched earth. And I first heard scorched earth when during World War II, Russians were fighting the Germans. The Russians had recovered from their attack, and Russians were moving back, letting the Germans come in, and they were using scorched earth. They were burning buildings, they were killing animals, they were making sure there was no food for them to eat, no fuel for them to put in their tanks. So it's a scorched earth policy. It leaves nothing for the person coming in. Russians going this way, Germans coming behind them. It may be reversed. I don't know. But as they retreated on their own land to allow the Germans, because Russia's large, and this is one of the mistakes Napoleon made a similar mistake attacking Russia, and he got in there so far. There's thousands of miles of nothing, and his men starved and froze to death. You think Adolf would have learned by Napoleon. Of course, he didn't read history. He thought he was history, and he is history. but in a dumb way. Anyway, the Russians decided we'll just leave him nothing. We'll burn. There's no buildings to rest in. There's water, food, anything that would lend itself to an invading army. They destroyed it. It's called a scorched earth policy. So someone's saying, use the analogy. My guys are smart. I'm not. I wouldn't have come up with this on my own. I haven't heard scorched earth since, I don't know, the 60s. Anyway, use the analogy. Trump's leaving, Biden's coming in. He doesn't want to leave him anything. He's going to scorch the earth. He's going to destroy a lot of these departments. Department heads are going to be fired. They're going to be let go. They're going to be replaced with more incompetence. They're incompetent. They shouldn't be there. He knows it. We know it. But he prefers lackeys. And lackeys are people that ooh, is a better word. My guys are giving you a better word. Toadies. These are toadies. You have the one bully, and then you have a bunch of toadies. And that comes from the movie The Christmas Story. You know, the guy that jumped out and chased the kids home every day. There's bully, toadies, rabble in that movie. So these toadies that got given offices probably because they paid money or did a favor or he owes them a favor, they're going to be the offices that count are going to be in such disarray that Biden will inherit a mess in his first 100 days. Instead of straightening out the economy, putting safeguards back on clean water, clean air, rights back to women, health care, all these things that he planned to do, he's probably not going to be able to do very many of them because the priority will be getting it, and all of his toady friends are going along with it. Let's not let him make a cabinet. Let's keep him from doing a cabinet. So that's what's going on. Scorched earth policy. Leave him nothing. Make it difficult for him to establish his presidency. And he'll look bad, which will make me look good, which is what all this is about. And someone very clearly, very loudly said, saving face. I don't know if that's an American thing. Probably not. It's probably, I don't know. All countries must have some form of it. It's called saving face, and that's what he's trying to do. He did lose the election. He's not going to go quietly. Collateral damage. A lot of people are going to be hurt. And a scorched earth policy in order to save face. Look, he can't do any better than I was doing. Look, where's the great Joe Biden? What happened to, he was supposed to be so good. Well, scorched earth doesn't leave you anything to work with. Normally, when there's a normal transition from one president to another, a lot of cabinet people and overseas emissaries and diplomats, they remain the same. Some of them have been in 40 years. Well, that changed. He fired them all and put Burger King guys in there. Ooh, they know a lot about that, which is why a lot of countries just don't like us. They don't want to deal with Burger King. They want to deal with a diplomat that can say, yeah, we'll work that out. We'll figure out how we can make that kind of compromise. That's what diplomats do. A lot of career diplomats do it really well, and you don't care who they vote for. They're just good at it, and they've been there for a long time. And that's been followed by many presidents to leave diplomats in place that are good. You can't really replace them. You can make it worse, which is what we've got here. We can just leave them in there. So by scrambling all the heads of all the departments, and the idea is to get rid of them. Joe Biden inherits heads of departments that don't know their departments. they're going to take that job because it's going to look good on their resume, but they really don't know what they're doing. It's starting to make sense. In here somewhere, that all makes sense. I'm hoping you're getting it. Scorched earth policy, he's not setting fire to everything as the Russians did. They set fire to crops rather than have an invading army get them. He's setting fire to heads of departments, diplomats, anybody that might know something, where when Joe Biden comes into office, he inherits a bunch of nothing, a bunch of toadies. And by the time he figures out who they are and how to get rid of them and how bad they are, I mean, that'll chew up the first 2 or 3 months instead of working on what he was elected to do, which is undo all of these policies that aren't in the best interest of most people. They're very clear with the words. And I can't repeat that because I can't hear it now. Anyway, I need to start ending these terrible videos with something. Hope you have a wonderful day. A little happy smile thing. Have a wonderful day. Catch you later. Instead, I'm going to do my normal, which is no fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.